Transformation is a word we hear a lot, but for many people this can feel distant or overwhelming, or even a little unrealistic depending on where we are on our journey in life. Because when life feels busy, heavy, or emotionally draining, transforming your life can sound like just another thing you're supposed to be doing better. So today I want to reframe what transformation really means. Not as pressure, not as perfection, and not as becoming someone else, but as returning to yourself with clarity, intention, and care. And just as importantly, I want to talk about what comes after transformation, because the goal is to thrive. Hi, I'm Dave and welcome to Dave's MindCraft. And my intention in creating this channel was for it to be a space for caring and overwhelmed minds when life feels busy and overthinking takes over, where gentle tools and techniques are explained, explored, and offered for you to use in order to slow things down, find calm and clarity, and build a more positive and resilient mindset. And today we're exploring the heart of the MindCraft journey: transform and thrive. And this is the conclusion of a framework that I created in one sense, but also the start of something special, if you follow it, and more importantly, implement it. So, to define transformation in MindCraft terms, some of the greatest teachers in personal development have all pointed to the same truth. Your life doesn't change when you want it to, it changes when you do. Not through force, but through awareness, through choice, and through consistency. Because transformation isn't a single breakthrough moment. It's more a series of small, intentional shifts that slowly reshape how you think, how you feel, and how you show up in your life. And that's exactly what MindCraft was created to support. And one of the most powerful ideas in personal development is that success and well-being are not events, they're processes. You don't wait to feel confident to take action. You build confidence by taking aligned action. You don't wait for motivation. You create momentum through choice. And MindCraft isn't about fixing what you perceive to be wrong with you. It's about strengthening what's already within you that serves you in a positive, nurturing and caring way. And if we could just take a moment to reflect on the journey we've already travelled together, if you've been following my previous videos, and if you haven't, then no worries, this will give you a good insight into how my MindCraft framework works. And the videos to those are here on the channel for you to watch and use as and when you're ready. And the framework is not a checklist, but a living process. So we started with mapping your mind and looking at where you are, because transformation always begins with self-honesty, not judgment and not self-criticism, just awareness. Mapping your mind means acknowledging your current reality, your thoughts, your emotions, your habits, pressures, without pretending they're not there, because you can't change what you're not willing to see. And then we went into I for inspire your direction, because once you know where you are, you begin to ask a powerful question. What do I want my life to feel like? Not what it should look like, but how you want to experience it. Calmer, clearer, more grounded and more aligned. Because inspiration isn't fantasy, it's moving in a direction fueled by inspiration. And then we went into N for nurture your mindset. And here's where the real compassion comes in. The way you speak to yourself shapes how safe your nervous system feels. Nurturing your mindset means replacing harsh inner pressure with steadier, kinder, and fairer self-support and self-talk. And this is not being soft or looking at it as a weakness, it's emotional strength. And then we went into develop resilience. And resilience is not about being tough, it's about being flexible. It's knowing that you can feel discomfort and still move forward, that you can wobble without breaking, and that every challenge is a place where strength is quietly built. Next we went on to C for clarify your next steps, because overwhelm often comes from too many thoughts, not necessarily too many tasks, and clarity creates calm. And when you identify one small meaningful next step, your mind relaxes and your body follows. Progress doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be consistent. And then we flowed into R for reach out and resource yourself, because no one transforms alone. Seeking support is not failure, it's wisdom. And whether that support comes from people, tools, or guidance, resourcing yourself builds sustainability. You don't have to carry everything on your own. And then we linked into A for affirm and anchor your emotions and beliefs for the future you. And this is where change becomes embodied. Not just thought, but felt. You begin to anchor new beliefs emotionally so they feel real and lived, not forced or repeated. And this is how identity begins to shift. And then we went into F for focus. Focus your energy, because your energy is one of the most valuable resources. And where your attention goes, your life follows. Learning to protect and direct your focus is a powerful act of self-respect. And now we arrive at T for transform and thrive, the final integration, because transformation is where things begin to change, and thriving is where those changes begin to live. Thriving doesn't mean being happy all the time. It doesn't mean life stops being challenging. Thriving means you recover more quickly. You speak to yourself in more kindness. You notice when you need support and allow it. You trust yourself to handle what's in front of you. It's the difference between coping with life and living it with intention. And for many people, life becomes about coping, getting through the day, managing emotions, holding everything together. Thriving is different. Thriving is when you're no longer just holding on. You're slowly building a life that supports you back, where rest is allowed, boundaries are respected, and growth feels sustainable. Not rushed, not forced, just real. And thriving doesn't shout. Sometimes it whispers. It looks like pausing instead of reacting. Saying no without guilt. Resting without needing to explain. And trusting your inner voice a little more. And these moments may seem small, but they are signs of deep internal change. And this is what thriving looks like in real life. So, bringing it all together, when we say transform and thrive, what we really mean is this. You transform your inner world so you can thrive in your outer one. You build awareness, resilience, clarity, and self-trust so life feels less like something you're enduring and more like something you're participating in. And that is the heart of MindCraft. So, if you're listening to this and thinking, I want that steadiness, I want to move beyond coping, I want to feel more like myself again, or I want to be the best version of myself and live my best life, then I want you to know you don't have to do this alone. If you'd like to continue the MindCraft journey with me, I'd be honoured to support you, not with pressure, not with unrealistic promises, but with calm, caring guidance, as you create real, positive and lasting change in your life. Because this isn't about becoming someone else, it's about becoming more you, with support along the way. And if this video has supported you in any way, please consider liking, sharing or subscribing, as it really helps this channel reach others who may need it too. Thank you for being here. Take good and kind care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.